Yeah, how's it going, man? I'm trying to find a way to hold the camera because I think I left my little tripod thing at home, so I'm going to be bouncing around here for a little bit. That, and I won't be able to see the chat, guys, so I apologize. Let's see here. Okay, Murillo family, how you doing, man? I'm gonna sit this down. I gotta go up in the truck and see if I got my selfie stick thing I use for a camera holder. So I'm gonna sit this right there and just hope it does the best it can. I'll be back. Oh, wait, before I go, actually, I'm gonna show you something. Check out this pole. This pole is from, I'd say about 1974 or 5. My pop had one. It's a true temper. The reel is built into the handle. It's brand new. I bought it a while back. It's literally brand new. It's never been used until now. And Pop had one when I was a kid, and I always wanted one. So I tracked one down online and found one that was brand new. And comes in a little leather case and stuff. It's pretty cool. I had to have it. But anyway, I'm going to set this and go see if I can find my camera holding thing. Because I just... Alright, it looks like I'm back. Something happened. I don't know what happened. Yeah, that's weird. It went, didn't it? I didn't have no problem here yesterday at all. I appreciate it, everybody. I'm going to try and... No idea what happened. I streamed this for hours last night and never had an issue. I'm on to... I found my little selfie stick tripod thing. I'm going to try and set this up. We'll see what happens. I am not the greatest at this stuff, so it is what it is when you're dealing with a guy like me. Somehow I stumble around and get by in life. Hey, Rusty, how are you, buddy? Trying to figure out a way to see where you get the best view. Like I said, I won't be able to see the chat. So, y'all be nice. I don't know who all's monitors or whatever, but y'all don't be arguing, man. Life is way too short for arguing, okay? I'm like one of them go along, get along kind of guys, okay? So, if you're not nice, go away. It's pretty simple, actually. And see what we can do here as far as setting you up where you'll be able to see the fishing poles. Because the sun's shining now naturally, so I'm not going to be able to see crap. But, no, it's going to have to be over here, ain't it? See what we get right there. That's a little better, isn't it? I'll move that tackle box and stuff out the way. And we'll sit here and hope the fish are hitting like last night. I may have come out too early, I don't know, but I don't reckon I got anywhere to be, so I can stay out here as long as I want, I reckon. We'll see what happens. I appreciate you guys. If someone goes on StreamYard, hell, I don't even know how y'all would let me know. Hey, Mike, grab a pen. I give you a couple seconds to get it. I'm going to yell my number out, and if someone goes on StreamYard, text me, okay? Is that cool? Because I don't care if the internet has my phone number. It ain't like I answer it anyway. And if someone does call, I got that wonderful block function thing, so let me know if you're ready, Mike. Let's hit the little chat thing here and see what I can see. Hold on. It's my personalism that does it, isn't it? Small peppers. Bologna sandwich. I'm getting ready to have some. Hey, Mike, if I can type messages in this thing now that I think about it. Hey, Rusty. If I holler my number out, can you write it down real quick and text me if someone goes on live stream? Because that's the only way I'm going to know. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit this down and let it run and be kind of boring. Okay, hold on. Let me set her back down again. I'm just going to quit messing with it because every time I mess with it, it goes fuzzy, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to shout my number out, Rustic. 765-702-7191. That way, if someone ends up on StreamYard or whatever, just text me and I'll hear the little beep and I'll be able to jump over there. Because I don't care about, stats or none of that crap anyhow. I'd rather be able to sit and talk to people. Awesome, Rustic. You're the man. I appreciate it. Did the signal come back? It's almost high. I got shorts on today, and I'm telling you, it's almost warm enough to sit underneath an umbrella right now. As crazy as that sounds. I think it's time for a Mountain Dew and a Camel cigarette. Yeah, I'm old school. Hi, my name's Brian. I'm a nicotine addict. I don't make apologies. It is what it is. I did get me some salt and pepper from home for my boiled egg. Go away, little spider. You're lucky I let you live. I throwed you over that way. Don't forget that. Tell all your spider friends don't bother me. I was nice enough to let you live. You know, I best go up and get me a couple more Mountain Dews out of the truck, put them down this ice. Ah, you big dummy. Yeah, big dummy, you're wearing the Mountain Dew. Now, I stopped up there at the ranger, not the ranger station, but the park office thing or whatever for this little lake to get an annual bank permit. Because it's $15 for an annual, and I've been here 3 times at $3 a pop. So, anyway, the gist of the story was I forgot to ask them if there was any slot or any limit on them stripers. Because if there's not, I may keep a couple of them if I catch some more for cut bait. Someone said they're pretty good cut bait. Me being the novice fisherman that I am, I would not know. Let's see, run them 2 Mountain Dews up there. And grab a couple to put back in the truck, and I'll be right back. Y'all grab that pole if something happens. Dagnabbit. I meant to get that charging cord. Now I'm going to have to go back and do that. There's that. What a ball. Rustic, I appreciate you running that chat for me, brother. You have no idea. Like I said, I'm new to all this, so any help I can get, I appreciate. Maybe we'll get lucky. And it'll be like yesterday evening. I caught, what, 5 or 6 stripers yesterday evening. You know, I may be here at the wrong time right now. I don't know. But I got woke up by the sound of a small backhoe digging up gas lines in front of the house this morning. And I figured I could sit at home and listen to that all day, or I could come out here and ramble off the wall talking to YouTube and maybe catch a fish. And I did want to cast out that old fishing rod one time just to see how it did. And I don't think I'll use it anymore. It's too nice in too nice condition. I think I'll put that up. But I thought it'd be fun to catch one of them stripers on because it's not really that big. A little bit bigger than an ultralight, but not quite big enough for a catfish pole. I suppose you could use it for bass or something. And it's just in too nice a shape for me to be tearing it up because I know I will. I got the biggest backlash in that Abu reel last night. It's at home. I left it. I'm going to have to cut it out and just reline it because it's hopeless. It was bad enough I had to cut the line and bring it in by hand what was out in the water, you know. I think what I'll do is when I go home, I'll go back and read the chat, and if anyone had any questions for me or whatever, I'll answer them then. Here, fishy, 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 come in and get on my fishing boat for me. Show the people on YouTube that I'm not retarded. Or I'm not special needs, I guess is politically correct. A couple military jets flew over. I suppose they're probably from up at Grissom Air Force Base, their reserve base, up Peru, Indiana way, I reckon. Those are cool. Been nice to have talent and intelligence enough to do something like that, that's for sure. Because it is cool. Alrighty then, what all we got here? Put my pocket knife up. I'm gonna put a bobber on this one. Now that the wind laid down, when I first got here, the wind was blowing too hard and I couldn't see the bobber on it. I'm trying out these new kind of bobbers. I'll show them to you here in a minute. They're pretty cool. We use slide bobbers for fishing for bluegill, and somebody pulling in behind me. See how deep I got it too. About 5 feet, I reckon that might be all right. There we go. That might work. We'll see. It might be too deep and the winds are not deep enough and the wind's going to bring it right back at me as I sit here too. Oh, I know. I'll show you these bobbers. They're actually pretty neat. I'm actually kind of testing them out before we go fishing on the bluegill trip. Let me see where to hold them at so you'll be able to see them. Okay. See right here, it's got this little bends and closes. See the line through there? And they got these little tubes that close. So you can just, oops. So you can put them on the line even if you got it rigged up with a hook and sinker already. Okay. It's pretty cool. And then you can do the same thing with their bobber. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. The same thing with their bobber stoppers are kind of a neat concept. And I just found these. Let's see if you can see. Okay, they're these little yellow rubber things. Okay. Right there. You put the line through, pull it down on each side, and you take these little pliers here. And you pinch that little rubber thing closed. And you pull it out. I was skeptical at first, but it actually does a real good job. You know, it's tight enough to hold the bobber, yet you can still slide it up and down. So it's not like the string ones that you pull tight, or them ones that you know, wrap around where it always makes the line kind of spin. And I come across these, and I ordered them. They're called slip lock bobbers. You can see the slit in it, and then that just spins like that, closed, and it makes a tube. And when you order these stoppers, you order these little pliers with them too. They're smooth, there's no teeth on them, okay? So you don't damage that rubber thing. But if you're as careful, you could get by with your own pair of needle nose, but these are just perfect size to fit down in there. For those of you who panfish or whatever and use slide bobbers, I'm always looking for something better, because the little, we call them the beads that you use, the stoppers, the little red plastic ones, they always seem to make the line want to curl or whatever, or they get caught in the reel if you're fishing real deep. Well, these little things here are so small and they're so smooth and rounded, they shouldn't get caught in the reel, I don't think. Like I said, I won't know until, you know, I get to the bluegill place and fish them about 20 feet deep or so. Then I'll know. Yeah, the fishing guides may be mad at me today for shirking my responsibilities and coming fishing. But surely they would understand a guy's been cooped up for a long time in the house. And it's really nice, and who knows, it could be raining or snowing tomorrow. So I'm gonna be the irresponsible young man and pay the piper, I guess, by not catching any fish. We'll see. Because I don't know who was on the live with me and Danny Stone last night, but I don't know how many of them stripers I missed that they'd get a hit, and by the time I got it out of the rod holder, it was too late, and they was getting my night crawlers off, so I quit. I started doing them like this true temper. I laid them down, and I'd sit here and watch real close. Where that one there, the ugly stick, I actually got it out there hoping maybe a carp comes by. If that fowl over there ever gets close enough, I'm going to zoom in on it. I can't remember the name of them. They mate for life. They got kind of a rounded, almost shaped like a duck head, but a really kind of narrow pointed beak. And I want to say something like a wren or something like that, but I know that's not right. Best part about this time of year, you know, you don't really have much mosquitoes or anything like that to bother you. There's a big log sticking in the water over there to the left, and between it and the bank over there, it kind of curves in. If I wasn't so lazy, I'd go stand on them rocks and throw that bobber back over that way, because I'm pretty sure a guy would pick up a fish over there. I don't know what kind, but I'm sure there's something laying over there. This old boy right there trolling. I'd figure trying to read the channel and stuff here, I'd reckon. He ain't really got no poles out the back. And there he picked it up. I forgot to research whether it was legal to use the striped bass as cut bait here in Indiana. Because if it is, I'd kind of do like Jeremy, the tournament Jeremy guy does. He cuts that fin off the top in the back. And because that fin on the top is gnarly, man. And maybe cut the dorsal fins off and then cut it for bait like that. I don't know. I can always go. A friend of mine owns a small, he's got a big log home on a, it's probably an acre or two size lake, I reckon. And it's full of big bluegill. And he said I come over and get some anytime I want. So I may just do that, like the day before I'm going to go fishing, and just throw them on ice. I don't have no way to keep them alive to fish them as live bait, you know. Something just hit the top of the water out there. Right in my area. That's in my area. Oh man, I forgot to take my Motrin from my knees. I may have to do that. I've come in to show you that little bead on these that I was talking about. I'll make sure you can see it in the camera when I do it. Let's see here. Can you see it? Oh, I got my fingers on it. Hold on. See it right there? It's just a little plastic guy. And it actually slides nice and firm. And I think they're a winner. We'll see come bluegill time. What I'm going to do is run this down a little deeper where it sits on the bottom out there and don't float back in. And then when the striper picks it up, the bobber will be moving. And go about 6 inches or so deeper. Should get us close to the bottom. And it's about 5.5, 6 feet, I reckon. See how it casts would like that now. Check our night crawler. He's pretty yucky. I could freshen him up, but we'll give him one spin out there first. See if my idea works. Yeah, that ought to work. I'll just have to be quick on the draw, I reckon, when it goes under. If it goes under. It may be a little deeper out there than I thought. Keep working this way till it finally gets on the bottom. There it goes. You know, boy, Chunky and Hazen them sure do have it good over in that Potomac, man. Kind of amazing how many catfish are in there. I mean, everything from, 2 pounds to 70 pounds. It's just amazing. And they can go and catch decent sized fish all the time. But I suppose then, too, you'd get a little spoiled where when you caught, a 10 or 12 pound fish, you'd be like, ah, man, it's only 10 or 12 pounds, as opposed to one like me, like, heck yeah, it's a big old 10-pound catfish. picking back up. I suppose I should probably check the bait on that ugly stick, considering I ain't really been paying attention to it, have I? Y'all may have seen it do something I didn't, because I'm always not paying attention. It sits up too high to cock my head up. I'm going to get some of them rod holders that kind of hold them more down at an angle, I think. That or make a bend in these. I might do that. Make a bend in it where it puts them down just a little further. Because those are the two that two stands made for me. And I'll have them forever just because somebody took the time and cared enough to make something. You know, I'd rather have something made from somebody any day than something that, you know, you'd go out and buy. I remember I first got married and the kids were, Justin was just born. He may have been going on a year old. And it was Father's Day, and I just got out of the Army. Had some little piddly job making about $9 an hour or whatever, and didn't have no money. But I had some plywood out back of the house there in the garage, and I made him an ice fishing box like you drag out, you know, on the ice and sit on. It's a little opening in the front where you put your lantern in and you sit there and the heat comes up there. And he liked that better than the fishing pole or anything I ever bought him. And I think that same year on Mother's Day, because it was real tight money wise. Had two kids and a wife and not making no money, paying, you know, rent and food and everything. And I think I bought a box of sidewalk chalk and went over there Saturday night of Mother's Day, like real late, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, snuck up on the sidewalk on the house and wrote Happy Mother's Day, you know, and draw the heart and I love you and stuff like that for Mother's Day, and because I didn't have any money to really buy her nothing. You know, come think of it, I think the kids had the box of sidewalk chalk, now that I think about that. And she's always said that was her favorite Mother's Day. And wanted to know how I snuck up to their house without them hearing me in the middle of the night. I think we'll put a new night crawler on this one. I was using them cheap ones I bought, or the not cheap, but the ones that weren't very good. I was using them just because some of them was still alive and I hated for them to go to waste. And they sure don't stay alive. The ones I got Walmart yesterday, I'm telling you, they's out. I had one that's out in the water for probably 20 minutes or so, and I brought it in. Hell, it was still alive and wiggling. And I thought, that's a nice night crawler right there. We'll use you, buddy. You got, I'm gonna catch a fish written all over you. Yes, you do. If I was a fish, you'd be the one I'd eat. Look at that wiggling old worm. Yeah, buddy. You go out there and drive one of them fish crazy, won't you? Yes, you will. Thank you. Give you a ride. There's a text. That might be something. Oh. Yeah, nothing. Hey, Denny Stone, how are you? The Potomac River Monsters, are they on StreamYard? Is that what that is, Rustic, or is that just a link to them? Denny Stone is in the house. How you doing, brother? I came out today because I got up this morning and the gas people was putting gas lines in, had the machines running, and it was all noisy. And I thought, well, if I'm going to be up, I don't want to listen to that all day. And it's nice out. So I figured I'd come last night. Hell, by this time last night, I'd already missed 3 or 4 fish. Yeah, no, I didn't catch them. I missed them. And all of you just saying hi to me. I can't see the chat, and that's why I got Rustic. He's hooking things up for me, which is so awesome. But I can't see, so the chat, and he's just kind of running things, and I'm sitting over here rambling off every now and then. Could you see the sinker slide or the bobber slide things I showed you? I think they're actually going to be pretty decent, to be honest with you. I suppose I ought to check that battery real quick while I'm at it. Works good. We're at 71%. Let's sit this down. Wonder if it'd be better from the other side with the sun behind it. I don't know. Let's go see. Let's sit this down here and see what that looks like. I got to get down here on the ground and look at it because I can't see it. I got it down close to the ground. Well, it ain't too bad, is it? What do you think? You like that one better? And get my fat butt out of it a little bit, though. I might have to move it over a little more. You can see both poles that way, though, can't you? It is what it is. That's what it is. In honor of DMV Whisker Man. I'm thinking late afternoon's probably the time to be here, going into evening time, to be honest with you. But it still ain't bad. I'll take it. Where technically I'm supposed to probably do some work this afternoon when I get home. Danny Stone, I may stay here till you get off. I don't know. Kind of a tough decision. I'm shirking responsibility today, but it is definitely not the first time I've shirked my responsibilities in this lifetime. In fact, I used to be rather proficient at it. I'm just lucky I work for myself so I don't get fired. And technically, the appraisal report I've got to do is not due till Friday, which is what, tomorrow? And it doesn't matter if I do that report at 11 o'clock at night or during the daytime, as long as it's in on the right time. So I guess technically I'm not skirting responsibility. I'm just working second shift tonight. Let's move my chair and stuff up this way where I ain't sitting in front of the camera. I wouldn't want to have to sit and look at me all day. And I'm going to sit back here and eat my lunch. Freddy's Outdoor Adventures, Nina's Kayak Crew, and Catfish Sumo, and the bug band on the back. This is that battery pack I use for my light or to charge my phone and stuff. You actually jump start a car with it. The jumper cables that come with it plug in right there. Says that it'll jump a diesel pickup truck, not a semi. But I'd say it'd run that light that I made for 16, 18 hours, maybe thereabouts. It ran 12. I put it in a box and turned it on one night and got up the next morning to see what percentage I was at, and I still had one dot left like 13 hours later. And so it should be, it's called a DB power jump starter. It's got 2 USB ports. The one with the blue one, I'm not real sure. I think that one's like a rapid charge or something. is the why that USB is blue. And I know if you use it for, like, say my lights or something, it runs the battery down quicker. So I'm supposing it puts more amps out or something like that. Alrighty then, let's have lunch. It'd be nice old Lee Evans drop in, brother. He wasn't in a real good mood this morning. Something must be going on. I don't pry, but if you're watching or whatever, Lee, if you need something, holler at me, brother. I hate to see my friends down. Be heading up or down that way here one of these weekends coming up. I was going to ship that pole, but I'm scared to go over there and see what they want to ship it now in that piece of PVC. I bet they're proud of the price. And with my little car gets 32, 33 miles a gallon on the highway, hell, it cost me just as much to drive down there, spend a day, drop it off, and socialize a little bit, and it would to ship it. There's that bird out there, just kind of straight off my pole. Like I said, I can't remember what you call them. I know you're not allowed to bother them up in Wisconsin. I don't know if they were endangered or what, but I know you're supposed to give them a wide berth when you see them and not get up around them and close to them and stuff, especially if it's two of them. I better put that battery down in here because sitting in the sun is probably not the greatest thing for it. It's only got 2 dots left. I didn't charge it last night when I got home. And you watch him, he dives down underwater. See, there he went. And he'll be down there for 5 minutes. His partner's over there, it looks like. And they go down and catch fish or something, and he'll pop up over here 50 yards away. Which would be kind of cool to be one of them. You can do that. They came up all the way over there. And this is my other little battery pack. I don't know what it's called. My son got it for me for Christmas, but it does have a digital indicator. And it's at 69%. I need to charge it. It's got the 2 USB ports, a 12-volt out, and you can switch and it'll push AC out. I don't know how much or how long it would run on an AC, but it's not bad. I like these bigger kind. I know they're bulkier to carry, but if you were using this just for your phone or maybe a pad or something, you could probably go for 4 or 5 days out in the woods or whatever and use it to charge your phone stuff with and be all right, I'd reckon. I don't know, I'm not an expert, but I play one on YouTube. There's another spot up there, a couple 100 yards up. I see people fishing at a lot. But they were fishing there last night while I was catching them stripers, and they weren't catching anything, so I don't suppose it's no better than this place is. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. A branch floated out there on my line. Come on, man, you're killing me, Smalls. Chew up. This is a damn lake. You ain't supposed to have lettuce and stuff floating up on your line. You kidding me? I got there looking for them stripers that I was catching. He doesn't know that they're over here. Big old boat motor be about boating around on it. $4.37 a gallon or whatever it was today. Arrgh, killing me, Smalls. Hey, get out of here. Go on. You're going to swim right up in them lines. There you go. That's much better. You stay over there. This is my spot. Boy, they can swim fast too. I hate being fat. Never was fat until about 4 years ago. And it sucks. One of these days maybe I'll get some of it off. I don't know. Hard to stay motivated someday. Sitting here soaking up the vitamin D, that's for sure. Little shad or something skipped across top of water there. I'm thinking that waterfowl thing over here, he must be chasing them little shad that I'm seeing blipping. They're little bitty ones, about the size of a sardine maybe, and I just seen some of them skip across the top of the water. A bunch of them now, actually. Which means I should be getting some hits right over there directly. Because something's going to have to come in and want to eat them. That's what this bird's wanting. If I wasn't afraid he'd get up in my lines, I wouldn't yell at him to get away. Which tells me I probably ought to cast that ugly stick over that direction. That's where I was getting them stripers at like yesterday. Ain't your fishing spot there bad? I'm sorry. But you know, oh, that big fish bounced over there. I was here first. I don't want them little fish. You get them little ones. I want the big ones that's coming in here to eat them. didn't. What the heck happened? That's wild. Huh. That's a good way to lose a good night crawler. Huh. What's that all about? Interesting. Boy, it caught on something, didn't it? Huh. Yeah, we'll put a new night crawler on there then. Let's try that one more time. Kind of weird. Now let's try to eat the boiled eggs again now and see what happens. Yeah, it kind of slow today.
You get anything at all?
Not yet, not today. I could catch the stripers last night.
Oh, really?
I didn't even know they had them in here.
Oh, man, they got a lot of stripers in here.
Yeah, I didn't know it. I hadn't fished here for years, but I don't know. I got here about 5 yesterday, I reckon. And
yeah. They usually start biting in the late afternoon, but I didn't have to call it in. I was just trying to catch some crappie.
Yeah, I heard that. Oh, I was up there. I went and bought the bank permit, and they said they was catching crappie.
I'm going to try over here.
I did see the little, about the size of a sardine, skipping the top of the water. Yep. Is there a slot limit or anything on them stripers, you know?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I know the walleye and the bass there is, but yeah, I didn't know about the stripers, so I didn't. The first one I caught was, I don't know, probably 14 inches or so. I mean, it would have made a sandwich.
Yeah.
You know.
You can keep it with the 14.
The walleye and largemouth I seen you could. I just didn't know about the stripers.
Yeah, stripers. I don't think there's no limit on those.
Oh, that'll work. I have to give them a call and find out.
Have you had any bites or anything?
Not today. Like I said, I streaming on YouTube Live, I was telling my buddies that, you know, I probably came out too early.
Yeah.
But they was digging gas lines in front of the house, and I didn't want to sit there and listen to the machines all day.
I know that's right.
I actually just like to catch a big old carp, make me happy. Exactly, exactly. Oh, I'm just throwing some night crawlers out. Because to be honest with you, I just come out to maybe catch some carp that I can use for cut bait on the river to catch some catfish. But they are not cooperating yet. And I have never fished over here this time of year. I fished here years ago in the summer when I was a young man. I just moved back over this way a while back, take care of my pop. So I thought, well, I went to the river a couple weeks ago and it was up so high you just couldn't fish. I had a 5-ounce weight out there and couldn't do nothing with it. DMB Whisker King, what's happening, brother? It's good to see you. Seen you got that new bag for your bike on. You posted on here this morning. It's like I was talking to that guy. Evening time's time to be here. I'm out here at the wrong time today. Hey, Rich and Leo from the UK. How are you guys? Follow a guy over there in Glorious Fishing or something like that. Guy fishes, runs some lobster traps and stuff. He's a pretty wild fella. Nice guy. Richard Leo. The reason I don't say hi back to you guys is I can't see this screen, okay? It's sitting back here behind me because it's small anyway, and the chat stuff disappears. I got to scroll back through it. And so I just let Rustic run stuff, and it gives you something to look at. I didn't see no lives that was going on. That's the only reason I went live. Is that Cody? Cody, how are you, buddy? Yeah, you're right. Never a wrong time to wet the line, is there? DMV, man, my provider wants extra money for me to be able to do hotspot with my phone. That's why I ain't done that. Just kind of makes me mad. I've been with them forever and a day. And they wanted an extra like $80 or something a month to be able to run that. And I used to be able to do it, and they changed a couple years ago evidently, because I used to be able to do that. So I called and had an argument with them, because heck, I've been with them for more than 10 years, I'd say. And I just like, okay, I'll research other options. I know there's other options out there that some people I know I follow online that live out, you know, in the mountains and stuff. They use something to do their YouTube with. It's not a phone, it's some other means almost. And I had it written down one time, and I was going to go research it. I'm sure it's not very cheap, you know, but you can run, I don't know, phones, tablets, laptops, everything off of it. It may be a satellite type thing, I don't know. But I need to go back and find their video. It's on YouTube. Something like living in a scampy camper or something, 13 feet, something like that. And I'm going to find it. I'm thinking it may be some kind of satellite thing, to be honest with you. But, I mean, the way they talked, it wasn't like outrageously expensive. You know, it wasn't much more than a cell phone package. And the reason they had to have it is because they're so far out in the mountains and stuff, there is no cell service. So it has to receive it somehow. And that's why I'm like you. I think it's got to be some kind of satellite stuff. Let me see how the picture looks. I'm eating me some lunch. That ought to work. You can almost see me, but not quite. I can deal with that. I wouldn't want to sit and look at me either. I just want to sit here and have my boiled eggs. I don't know why. They sounded good, so I bought some. Wonder if that guy set anchor out there, or if he spot locked with his towing motor, or what. I know if he's spot locked, that thing is pretty good right now. I just thought something. I probably ought to put this on the end of this pole just in case something would happen. I don't want to put it down in the rod holder thing because it's like threaded bar, and I don't want to scar the cork handle up on it because it's like brand new, but it's almost 40 years old. It's got to be 70 something because my dad had one, and I wasn't in high school, I don't think, and I graduated in 82, so it had to be sometime in the 70s that he had that. And back then it was, like high-tech technology. Compared to the stuff we have now, it's kind of crude and fundamental. Yeah, that breeze picked back up, that's for sure. Boy, if I could sit here and take a nap real easy with that nice breeze blowing. Getting some tan on my super ugly legs. Alright. You better eat some food, you dummy. What's the date today, I wonder? Monday's the 21st, isn't it? I'm alright then. This is good till Saturday, it says. Mm.
Well, then I'm gonna go try the river.
Yep, we're out on the river.
Down there by Jewish Park in Muncie.
Yep. I used to fish there when I was a kid. Down there by the dam.
I went down there the other day. They went fighting, but the other week I caught a lot of those bass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down enough. You can. It's down enough you can fish now.
Yeah. Think the catfish bite?
I bet they are. I'm gonna go over by Noblesville this weekend, catfish.
I'm tired of coming out here spending money and not catching nothing. Put a lot of money in the fishing.
That's why I'm using worms. They're cheap and they stay on real well.
All right. Well, you take care.
Yes, sir. Be careful. Ah. fish on out there in the boat. I don't know what he thought, but he thought something. Yeah, there must be a bunch of shad running out here. And the little black and white waterfowl's been swimming all through here. That gull just dropped down and caught something. The guy in the boat just caught something. And the guy way across there in the John boat bowed up, turned around, and stopped. So he must know something out there in the lake, actually. Now, maybe he's just trying out the boat. I ain't discouraged. But I'll probably have to go home about the time the fish start hitting. That's usually how it works. Tonight, anyway. Oh, that's hard on the old knee. Yeah, I got the same shirt on from last night. I don't want to hear nothing about that neither. I don't got nobody doing my laundry for me. And I ain't shitting. I literally woke up, was up about 20 minutes or so, grabbed whatever I had when I seen how nice it was, and just like out the door. Yeah, there. world is gonna own me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. I think bring this over here where I can sit and watch the chat for a while and be a little interactive. Here's how that works. If I just put my feet on the thing, I don't know how well we can see anything though. Where'd the poles? Oh, there they are. That'll work, won't it? Hey, Whisker Dreams, how you doing? I'm at the same place I was at last night. It's called the Prairie Creek Reservoir. It's in Muncie, Indiana. It's just real close to the house. Oh, Rustic, you can see the guy on the boat out there, you say? I was going to say it looked like a crop ear striper to me, the shape of it, that fish out there. Oh, cool, Rustic. No worries, brother. I appreciate you helping me. I can sit here and watch chat now and then. I'm just going to end this after a bit if I don't at least get a hit or something. Like I said, I came out early, and I appreciate it a lot, Rustic. You have no idea, brother. I'll see you on some lives tonight, I'm sure, because I'll be working at my desk tonight. But I needed to get some tan on this fine, sexy old body of mine, see, so that's why I'm out here in the daylight. And there's 11 people in here. I appreciate y'all stopping in and watching. I mean, if anything, the scenery's pretty nice, I'd say, isn't it? Go way back up here and see what I missed chat-wise. Got me fired up to go again. Danny, it don't gonna take much to get me fired up. Pride Moore's Fishing More, how are you? I'm scrolled back here in the chat a ways to read some of the stuff I missed and say hi to some people that I missed. Steve Loke. Oh, that dude pulled up in a truck with the music. If they copyright me on that, what am I supposed to do? Yell at the guy and tell him shut it off? I'm sure my little channel's not popular enough for anybody to turn me in. Well, I don't know. They got those bots that watch, because they're as bad as communist Russia on YouTube for busting people for stuff. Let's see, there we go. Backroad hillbillies. I like backroad hillbillies. You kidding me? My family's from the hills of Kentucky over at Harlan County in Harlan, Kentucky. Grandma grew up in Harlan. I do know hillbilly, believe me. I'll look for you, Danny, and see if you go live this afternoon. It's what? I have any idea what time it is here right now. Here, hold on. Let's see. Damn, it's 3 o'clock already? You're kidding me. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I would contest it. I'd tell them, I don't play music, so, I'm sitting 40 yards off the street. I can't control these. It'd be different if the guy was playing good music, too, to be honest with you. But everybody's got their own taste in that stuff. I don't think they made good music since about 1989 myself. What is today? Is it Thursday? Yeah, it is, because I went to the doctor yesterday. I think what I'll do is probably work this evening when I get home. I got to see a house tomorrow. And I got a couple reports to do then. So Saturday I'll probably work too, and I may try to hit the river Sunday if we don't get any rain or anything, because it's down here, which means where my son lives, 50 miles southeast of here, or southwest, I mean. The river should be coming down enough that I could maybe get in there and fish. We'll see. Backroads hillbillies, I don't think I'll follow you, but when I get back, I'll go through this chat and catch that link again. Because anyone with a name like that, I gotta follow. So I'll hook set you when I get the chance, because I don't want to do it right now, because I have no idea what it would do to the live. Might kick it off or something. And you kidding me? I got 10 people in here. 10 people who really should find something better to do than follow me around fishing, because I'm not that exciting. I'm kidding. I appreciate it. I wish someone could tell me what that bird is out there. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of them, but they had them up in Wisconsin. They got a black head and a white and black body. And they mate for life, because his mate's way on out there right now. And I don't know how to zoom it on a live or nothing, or I would do that. And I'll look it up when I get home. Is the picture clear today, guys? Because I have no way. Sometimes it gets kind of pixelated looking. And I don't know why, because I'll have good signal. Where are you from, Backroads? There's that bird right there. He's real close. Let's see if you can see him. He's right on the other side of that branch. I don't think you can see him now because of the darn branch. Let's see. Yep, never mind. He went underwater again. It's hard telling where he'll pop up. He could pop up 100 yards down from you. But I got a feeling if you follow him, he'll tell you to where the shad are, because that's what he's doing, swimming around here chasing shad, I think. Because that guy in that boat out there, he's evidently seeing something out there on his depth finder. And the other one's way out there, been staying out there by him. And that other one's been working its way all around here. I had to run it off once. It got a little too close. Because I'd hate for him to get up in the line or something, you know. What time did I say it was? 3:18. Oh my goodness. Ah, Washington State, cool. I always wanted to visit the coast there. Uh, I used to surf a lot up on the Great Lakes, so I'm not afraid of, I wasn't afraid of surfing cold water. And I always thought the coast up there would be awesome to go see. That and the dirt bike riding there. The trails I seen up there look like Nirvana with all, the green ferns and that real black soil and stuff. That's one of the places in the Northwest I always wanted to visit. Never really had the opportunity yet. But I'm not 60 yet neither, so I suppose I got time. I don't know if I'll be able to go up there and go dirt bike riding. He just popped his head up right there. If you got a big screen, you can see him. See him right there? I don't know what you call those. But they're cool. See, he went back under. They're cool as all get out. Like I said, they used to have them in Wisconsin. And they had signs at the boat docks to, not to bother them. They were protected or something, and you were supposed to steer clear when you seen them. Give them a wide berth, if you were in a boat or something. And I'm pretty sure they're migratory. I think they're probably just here on their way somewhere else. I don't think they live here. If they do, they're crazy. Somebody's over on the dirt bike trails. I can hear them. Because right straight between my two poles, or no, let's see, straight just about if my little pole's 12 o'clock, at the 11 o'clock straight across, there's dirt bike trails. The whole back corner of this reservoir is designated a dirt bike place. It's been there since I was a kid. It's not real big, but it's real rocky and gravelly, but it's a good place to take your kid to teach him to ride. And there's some old guys they're a member of a club that puts races on north of here in Matthews, Indiana, called the Mud Daubers. There are 5 or 6 old guys that go there and they ride every Sunday in the winter. They meet at 10 o'clock a.m. and they ride right at 27 miles every Sunday and load up and go home. And some of them's in their mid-70s. Back in the day, they were, like A and AA riders, borderline pros. I grew up riding with them and stuff. Where I got a new dirt bike sitting in the garage, I may have to take it out. I need to go get the plates for it because technically it's a dirt bike and it's not supposed to be plated, but if you know how to work around it and do the right modifications, you can get a plate for it here, but it's not easy. Oh, angler, you dual sport? Yeah, nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I got. Actually, I sold, I had a WR250 with a 290 kit in it, and had FMF pipe and stuff, and I had the front forks lowered 1.5 inches and a lowering link because I'm short. And then I sold it to a friend of mine, and I don't know if you've heard of them yet, but you're going to. I seen one in Dirt Bike Magazine's new bikes this year. It's a GPX. It's a Chinese bike, believe it or not, but the quality is unbelievable. It's got built aluminum stuff. It's actually a copy of a KTM, but it's got like the old Honda XR250 motor in it. And I love old school 4-strokes. That's all I raced growing up in the woods. And I bought one last year, and they actually shipped it to my house in a crate. And I assembled it all myself, which I like to do anyway, so I know who tightened up all the bolts. Jody, my favorite person on earth. How you doing, honey? Silver Jody is what Cody and them was buying at CatCon. You know, I I actually raced hare scrambles and enduros up until, see, I had my knee replacement when I was 51, I think it was. And I still raced a little bit, but I just don't race hard. I didn't race hard or fast, and I had some health issues and put on a bunch of weight here the last 4 years or so. And if I was to ever think about going ride hare scrambles again or something, man, I'd have to hit the gym seriously. I wonder why this doesn't advance automatically when a new comment's made. You know, Clayton, I got into some last night. Me and Danny Stone was on there. I caught, I think, 5 stripers last night. But I don't know if they have a size limit or nothing on them. And someone told me that you could use them as cut bait. Said they was pretty good cut bait. And I'm thinking someone told me they didn't think there was a. Oh, cool! I'm a big fan of the Outdoor Nationals, and I never miss Supercross, man. I watch it every Saturday. I watch practice and then the race. I actually, Pulp MX's motocross supercross fantasy. I do. They give away 3 bikes a year. What was your son's name? Was he a top 100 number pro? Did he have a number or? Pro mechanic's a cool job to have. They don't make a lot of money, but it's a cool gig. Plus, you get access to all the unobtainable, or what I call unobtainium, like titanium, only it's unobtainium, the stuff the factories use. Let's see what time it is here. 3:25. I think I'll probably pack this up at 4. I've been here all this time, ain't had a hit. About, actually, they'll probably start hitting about a half hour after the time I'm going to pack up and leave. But oh, Ryan Sipes, he's my favorite rider. He's from down Kentucky, man. I seen him I rode the Enduro Cross in Indy a couple years. They had it there. And Christopher Porcel, yep, no kidding. Jeremy Martin, good kid. They're from up Minnesota way. Nice, man, very cool. Martin can't buy a break the last 2 or 3 years, can he? He's a good kid too. That's horrible. I tell you what, last weekend's race was tough. Oh, he did work for Star. Oh, that's cool. I thought Plessinger would really shine when he moved to KTM, and it's a shame Star Racing took over Yamaha and they made that bike good after he had already signed. Because I don't know what they done that the factory couldn't do. You know what I mean? They took a bike that nobody's won on in a decade. I mean, some of the best riders in the world couldn't win on that bike. They have it for half a season and turn it into a competitive motorcycle. You tell me what they done. Okay, enough Supercross dirt bike talking. You get me going on that, we'll run everybody out of here. Jody girl spends her time of day watching clocks tick the hours away. You never did go listen to that Bob Seger song, did you, Jody? It's called Jody Girl off the Live Bullet album. Jody girl spends her time of day watching clocks tick the hours away. They put you on a pedestal. And at first they said, be nice if this thing would stand up by itself this high. Let's see what happens when I let go of it. I got a feeling it's going to fall over. No, it's staying there for now. There's the birdies right out there off my pole. Someone tell me what that guy's called, man. It driving me nuts. Got a black head. See, he's going right down there. Them shadows are right in here where I'm at. That's why them stripers was here last night. See if I can see where his mate went. She's out here somewhere. There she is. She's out right off about the 12 o'clock off the tip of my little pole way out there. I would freshen my bait up again, but I just did a little bit ago, and heck, the night crawler that was on there was still in pretty good shape. I'm guessing it's just chill time for them white bass. They're just chilling. Mountain Dew. The nectar of the gods. See, that little bird ain't come back up yet. I don't know how long they can stay underwater, man, and they fly. I mean, not fly in the air, but they fly under the water. He'll go under and come up 100 yards away from here, which I think would be kind of cool if I was a bird. That's what I'd want to be able to do. I wonder if they got webbed feet like a duck. Spend your time of day. Really? Mountain Dew and moonshine? I never knew. I always wondered what was good to mix with Mountain Dew. I don't drink much anymore, but I always have Mountain Dew, but I'm like, man, if I could find something to mix with that would work. Boy, it sure is easy to waste a day, isn't it? Goodness gracious, I could sit here until tomorrow. Even if I didn't catch a fish, I could sit here till tomorrow. Oh, you did listen to it, Jody? Cool. Yeah. Every time I see you come up, that's what I think of is that song. Because that album was real big when I was in high school. The Live Bullet album, Bob Seger and Live Bullet, or Silver Bullet Band Live. Good stuff, man. Backroads, you're right. It is not wasted time. It is quality time. Clayton, I had my day when I would drink almost anything. and not only drink it, but drink a lot of it. Started when I was in the service. I was in Germany for a couple years, and they like to drink there. And then I lived up in Wisconsin for a couple years building fiber optic network, and they definitely like to drink up in Wisconsin. There's more bars in Wisconsin in small towns than there are churches. Martin in the UK. That's one thing I regret. I didn't go over to the UK while I was in Germany. I actually didn't go see enough stuff, not realizing that, I was a train ride away from everything, at the most a day trip to get there or whatever. And I sure wish I knew now, or knew then what I know now. If I'd have known I was never going to get back there again, I would have seen so much more stuff. There's my little guy's back again, same. He just popped his head up. But I was young. I turned 21 when I was in Germany, come think of it. And I'm not going to lie, man, I was young and chasing German women and drinking alcohol and beer and doing a lot of things I probably shouldn't have been doing. Hey, Danny, that's what we'll start referring to her as, Jody Girl. I like that. Because I've never forgot that song in 40 years. It's one of the. See, that album's got a lot of good stuff on it. It's got Turn the Page, the live version, Jody Girl, uh, Ramblin' Gamblin' Man. And what is it? Down on Main Street, I think. Yeah. Slide this thing down. I'm going to cast these poles out one more time in different spots, see what happens. And that should be my last cast for the day. I'm going to cast that little one over towards the left there, not quite out as far, but there's a log over there, so I'll either hook the log or hook a fish. And if I was smart, I'd cast one over there where that bird's been going up and down under the water, because there's something down there. Because he don't normally stay in the same spot very long. So I think I'll do that, actually. He won't mind. He likes sharing this lake with me. Me and him's buddies now. He ain't like them greedy old geese. Oh, bug man. Not far enough. Come on. You got better than that. That's the one. That's them birds calling each other right there. Did you hear it? may have states if I catch a fish. Pick up the trash. Put you on a pedestal. Well, it'd be nice in the summer when all these trees right in here are all bloomed up and should look real nice and pretty. Jody girl. Oh shoot, I forgot to look at my battery power on my phone. I better do that. Now that I'm thinking about it, it could be ready to go dead. I better check that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Bugman kind of guy let a battery run out not thinking, because he don't think all the time. You doggy, buddy. Green Mountain, how are you, buddy? Green Machine, I'm sorry, brother. I said Green Mountain. Backroad Hillbillies, I did drink beer from a boot in Munich, Germany at Oktoberfest. Yes, I did. Toe down. Toe down. That's all you got to remember when you're drinking from boots. What's that, the Bob Seger Live Bullet album, Jody? Yeah, I'm sure it was. It's good stuff when it came out. Did you listen to any of the album? The Turn the Page version on that's awesome. That's the one that was real popular. My brother was a biker, so the Turn the Page thing was his deal. Loon. Yes, angler, that's what it is. It's a loon. Thank you. Damn, I couldn't think of that. That's exactly what they are. It's two loons. See you, Clayton. Thank you for wishing me luck, brother. Jello. Channel Cat Lake. Oh, you gonna go live, Jello? Let me know. I'll jump over there with you. I know I'm way behind on these chats, guys, but it's just how it works for me because I'm goofy like that. Alvin Lewis, how are you? Thank you for coming in and saying hey. I appreciate it. Okay, we best get this battery charger on here because if we don't, it'll go dead and I'll be sitting here talking to myself wondering why the phone's not on. I'm kidding. I'd figure it out eventually. It may take me a little bit, but I would get it. There we go. Let's see. Watching clocks spin the hours away. Didn't I put you on a pedestal? Yeah, we got plenty of charge on that battery pack right there. Are you kidding me? Not the little bees that get inside your Mountain Dew already. It's way too early for them. Just up here where I can see. Hey, Jello, do you have 50 subscribers? If you have 50 subscribers, if you're on your phone and it's up and down in the vertical position, which is, well, like you hold it and you can scroll through. If you look at the bottom, there's a circle with a cross in it. If you hit that, the window that pops up at the bottom line, it says go live. And then you just follow up from there on, going live. It's kind of confusing at first. When it asks you to snap that first picture or whatever, I forget what they call it, but anyway, I had a hard time with that forever until I realized you could do it over. And once I figured that out, it got a little easier. But yeah, if you've got 50 subscribers, you can go live now. A loon. Yes. I'm so glad you said that. It's been driving me crazy for 2 days now. Deer Slayer, how are you? Yep, even if I don't catch any fish, I still had a good time. I was out in the sunshine. My head doctor at the VA will be very proud of the fact that I'm not sitting in the house thinking about what I wished I was doing, I got into that funk for a couple years and it's hard to get out of, man. Especially when you live in a place you don't like. Yeah, Deer Slayer, I'd like to stay until I catch something, but, at least I got to catch some fish yesterday, so I'm a pretty easygoing guy. It don't take much to make me happy, and the fact that I did catch fish, so I know that I still know how to fish, even though the first 4 lives I done didn't seem to reflect that. Even if they were striped bass. And I got access to all the bluegill I want to catch, but it ain't no fun catching them in a pond because after a while it gets kind of boring. Are you still there? Sorry, see, I know better than to try and hit any buttons. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly why it's called fishing and not catching. Last night it was called catching, though. Oh, I came out here about, 6 hours too early today, anyhow. But man, it was so freaking nice out, I had to. Because the wind sucks so bad and it's so long that there he's right out there in front of me, see him? Hey, won't you scare some of them fish over my way, friend? There he went. That's right where I was catching them stripers last night, too. And it's hard telling where he'll come up at. Here comes the guy on the dual sport that was out there on the trails. I'll bet you I can hear him coming. Let's see. Nope. I was wrong. We see you, dear Slayers. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Appreciate it. Look at him. See if he pops back anywhere. See you, angler. Have a good evening, everybody. Thanks for stopping in and saying hey to everyone. Boy, for some reason, my screen's just dark as all get out. There we go. That's what I'm on now. It's all the way up. Interesting. And it's charging, right? Yep, says it's charging. I wonder if it'll charge faster in that blue one. Let's see on the battery pack here. I know it's shaking around. I'm trying to get it where it doesn't. Let's see if it charges faster in this one. Nope, it don't even go on in that one, does it? Nope. This one's 2.1 amp output, though. That ain't bad. I think the one in my car, I got a dual one in the car that's like 3.5 output. It'll charge a phone up in a heartbeat. Well, I'll tell you, they had a giant fire at a Walmart warehouse in Indianapolis yesterday. I mean, it was still burning this morning on the news. It was huge. They said the cloud from it was so big with the wind taking it towards the north that it was picking it up as clouds on the radar. What time is it? Let's see here. Got 5 minutes and then I'm out. That'll be 4 o'clock. Somehow it got to be 4 o'clock and I don't know how. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, there's a good sunset in here last night. Who is that? The damn screen's so dark I can't see it. Is that sunfish? Yeah. Yeah, thank you, sunfish. It is a nice view. That sun literally goes down straight where we're facing across the way. last night it was real nice. Who's that come back? Is that Jody? Oh, what happened? Oh, that's what it is, the glare from the sun. Oh, yeah, it is Jody. You want me to sing for you while you drive? You won't hurt my feelings if you say no. I can't sing worth a lick. A prudent man knows his limitations. Musical talent is one of mine. Yep, there's a two-stroke over there now I can hear. And that Mountain Dew is ice cold. No wonder I'm so fat. Yeah, sunfish. From racing dirt bikes, there's this two-stroke mix. Maxima makes it. It's called Caster 927, and this stuff smells so good. I used to put a little bit of it in my riding lawnmower so I could smell it when I was mowing the grass. Well, I got this little 3.5 two-stroke motor for my boat, and I got to stop by the motorcycle shop because that's the oil I'm going to run in it just so I can smell it when I'm in the boat. And it reminds me when I was a kid, I think I was 14, and we used to sit in staging at the motocross races, and the row in front of you would go off, and when they took off from the start of the race, all that smoke would blow back at you. So now when I smell that, it brings back those memories of being a kid and racing dirt bikes. And that was a big bee or something just flew by, about got me. Danny's still hanging out. I knew that you was. But those who know the smell of two-stroke from riding dirt bikes or something, you get it. It's like, man, I actually seen a company or whatever sold candles that smelled like 927 premix. Now, I don't like the smell of it as well when it's mixed with race gas, where most people are riding four strokes now anyway. And yes, exactly. Who's that knows what 927 is? Jason? Yep, it is, man. There is nothing that smells better than that. But nowadays, with the four strokes, the race gas, some of the racing I'd done as I got older was in the woods called a hare scrambles. They'd lay out like anywhere from 6 to 12 miles through the woods, and you would race for 2 hours or 3 hours. And sometimes you'd get a place where it'd be a real challenging section to get a backup called a bottleneck, and you'd have 30 bikes sitting there. And the new four strokes these days with race gas, it literally would burn your nose. It smelled so strong. Oh, you got a Banshee? Cool. Oh, I bet they will. They run, let's see, Top Fuel Dragons, do they run alcohol, or I forget what it is they run now. I know they used to run alcohol years ago. I had an uncle that drag raced where I wasn't into it much, but I did get to go with him one time and pour the stuff on I forget what he used. It was either bleach or something to do the burnouts, and got to pour the stuff in front of his wheels when he done the burnouts. I just never been much of a car guy. I've always been a motorcycle guy as far as that goes. Anything from flat track to motocross, supercross, woods racing, road racing. I used to like to watch the Daytona 200. Where actually, the year before my brother was born in 62, and in 61, my dad had won the state amateur road racing championship and had a chance to go to Daytona in the spring of 62, but my brother was born, so he couldn't go. And I often wonder what would have happened in life had he become, a road racer or whatever. How it might have been different. Maybe I'd have been a road racer or something. Who knows? That or a dirt tracker. He done flat track too, which I never got to do. And I'd like to try flat tracking, but man, if you go watch the Harleys run, they fly and they're like 6 inches from the rail coming down the back straights at 100 mile an hour. I suppose it's a gut check if you're going to do something like that. But if you're a speed junkie like I was at one time in my life, it was just something you wanted to try. After I got hurt, what was I? 40, maybe 39 or 40. I had a pretty bad crash going way faster than I needed to be in the woods. I think I just had a hit on the ugly stick. Yes, I am. I'll be back. This is probably going to fall down. I'm probably too late now. He's probably already gone. Only hit all day and I missed it. I'm as bad as Danny Stone. I start getting hits, I won't be able to leave. I'll be late getting home, which is perfectly all right. It's kind of like when I was a kid. If I knew I was in trouble, well, I might as well keep and enjoy myself till I'm done because you're going to be in trouble regardless. So you might as well make getting in trouble worth it. Interesting. That'll sure change a guy's attitude, won't it? Gear and stuff that I ain't worn. And I had a bunch of gloves, so I use them working in the yard and stuff like that. Here, fishy, fishy, fishies, come and go again. Make me want to stay. Come and talk dirty to me. Doing something. Let's see who called. I got a pretty good idea who it was, anyhow. Could you hear that phone ringing? Let's see here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, how do I do that, I wonder? I don't think it is it possible to answer the phone while okay, cool. We're still here then. See me, everybody? Did I lose everything? Oh, ah. Fish on. Sorry about that. Fish on. Am I still live, everybody? Okay, yep. Fish on. The phone rings. I'm talking on the phone, trying to go back live, and then I catch a fish. Go figure. Give me a second here to get myself back together. I hate when that happens because you know I'm not going home now. Set you like that for now till I can get everything back in order. Well, I tell you that one gill's real sharp. There you go, buddy. Go tell your friends. There's really good night crawlers here to be had. Go down here and put you back in. Get them right on. There you go. Yes, no skunks. No skunk. No skunk today. Yep. As Danny Stone would say, I can't leave on that. See, Danny Stone, you have corrupted me. All right. Prime time. The phone rings. I get a phone call, then I catch a fish. All right. I'm going to set this phone back up in this thing and try to get my poles back out there. I can't go home now. That'd just be wrong. WWDSD. What would Danny Stone do? Yeah, I'm easily corruptible by them fish, ain't I, Danny? Oh, well, let's bait back up and head back out there again. I see absolutely no reason whatsoever to go home now. And the whole gist of that phone call was, bring some milk home. Which is actually a good thing she called and said that, because I would have forgot, but what timing, eh? You know, I think that one even got to keep the worm. Uh-oh. No. You're kidding me. Ah. That sucks. That's not a good thing. Mother's crumpet. Yes. Somebody told me to, if you get a backlash and it won't pull out, to find the V and pull it up. And by golly, it worked. I'm going to learn to use these reels one of these days without this happening. There we go. Sweet doggy, and some tidal weights. I gotta change hooks on this little pole. That hook I got on there is a little small. Maybe. Yeah. If I do that, I'm gonna have to re-rig everything. You know, I think I let it go for today. It's a baby hook though. You can't get a whole night crawler on it, I know that. But me being the ultimate lazy person, I don't want to re-rig all of it. So we'll just make do with what we got. And we'll use half night crawlers of them half dead ones from the bait shop. There's my pocket knife. We just use a half a night crawler on the little hook, which if I catch a striper with it, a good chance they swallow it. I'd really like to catch one of them on this old vintage pole because it ain't very big. It'd probably be a fun fight. Be about like catching one on an ultralight. Alright. That comment I made about leaving at 4, we can disregard that comment now. Because that ain't happening. Interesting. Oh shoot, that's a big takedown. Dagnabbit. Well, that's the best hit I've had out here yet. We're going to have to sit here and hold on to this pole, I'm thinking. You see that? It was a takedown that time, wasn't it? That was probably one of the bigger stripers out there that I should have had my hand on it. I bet I sit here and hold the pole this time. Watch. Well, I don't know what's causing that to keep doing that. Is it me or got to be something I'm doing? Oop. Yeah, buddy, they coming alive now. Get this worm put up on here where they can't get it off that easy anymore. Make them work at it. Fish on. Yeah, I knew they'd swallow the hook if they got this. Hold on, buddy. I know. This is not going to be good. Well, tell you what, we're going to sacrifice a hook today. That's 3, I think. I'm not going to rip that hook out. He may be able to survive it. Get it swallowed down or something. I don't want to kill him. Oh. They're strong little guys. Fish on. Striper. Pretty, aren't they? How pointy them top fins are. They don't play, man. There you go, buddy. I hope you make it. I knew that hook was too small on that if I caught something, they was going to swallow it. I just knew it was going to happen. I hate that. Yeah, we'll put this pole up. Well, I tell you what, 4 o'clock and they just start hitting, don't they? That's interesting. I wonder if that's got something to do with the position of the sign or what. Huh? I just now started, caught a couple stripers.
Oh, that's good.
With some night crawlers.
Okay.
I happened to stop by yesterday at about this time and caught 4 or 5 total. But I got here early today, been sitting there for, I don't know, 4 hours with nothing.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to go home, actually. So now I got to decide whether I want to be late or not. There's a good chance I'm going to end up being late.
Nope, I totally get that.
Yeah, Al, I got my buddies on YouTube. We're streaming live together. And I told them 4 o'clock I'm going home. I got a phone call just before then and wasn't paying attention. Went back live and looked up and the pole was, I was like, oh man, I can't go now. So we'll see what happens, whether I stay or not. But next time you come, if no one's here, right out here, I caught, they're not big stripers though, but I don't know if there's a slot limit or anything on them or what.
You said you're using night crawlers?
Yeah, I'll just try and catch some carp, be honest with you.
Yeah.
Used for cut bait for catfish, and I ain't seen a carp yet. 30 years ago, I used to come out here and I'd catch carp here when I was young. And I moved back and I ain't seen a carp yet. They may be up in the shallows getting ready to spawn too, though. It might be, I thought it'd be too early for that. But now, what is, I'll sit down and say, well, 15 minutes or so, I'm going to go home and damn pole bend again. You know it will. Happens every time.
Oh, yeah.
It's my buddy Danny Stone's fault. He sets those time limits and then catches a fish and has to extend it another 15 minutes.
No one wants to quit when it gets good.
Yeah, I was here till, I know, almost 10 o'clock last night, I reckon. I think I'm up to 4 now, I think. 3 or 4, I don't remember for sure. But what it was, I was watching those loons out here all day,
Oh, yeah.
chasing shad, I think. And then I understood why I was catching those stripers there yesterday, because they were out here going under and coming back up all the time.
Well, best of luck to you.
All right, sir. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Yep, you too.
I must be sitting in everybody's spot, I guess. They all come up, go down there a little ways, and then leave. So I guess they figure I'm sitting in their spot. I'll bring this pole up here with me so I ain't missing them no more. Still on live, am I? Boy, I hate that one swallowed that hook. I knew better. And I went to change it, but I was going to have to change everything because the leader was a little too short. Well, I tell you, that sun's getting warm right there. I might have to get my umbrella. I'll bet it's 75 degrees right now. It sure feels it. Oh, what did it hang up on out there? Yep. Ain't gonna catch no fish like that. Okay, breaking the excitement. Oh, I just seen a big carp turn over top of the water out there. If it wasn't a carp, it was an alligator. Whew. Yeah, we had a little bit of excitement, didn't we? Crazy cat woman, I just caught one when you came in. Your good luck, don't leave. Hey, fluffing stuff, how are ya? In the land down under. I was getting ready to go home, and I started catching fish, so now I gotta stay for a while. That's the Danny Stone rule. You can't leave when they're hitting, so I gotta stay for a little bit longer. I know there's got to be bigger stripers out there if I'm catching these right here, I would think anyhow. See what our battery looks like. 37%. It ain't really went up none and ain't went down none, so I reckon we're okay. Alright, no important emails it looks like. That loon just scooting across the water like that instead of flying. Huh. Goofy. Alright guys, I have no idea what your view is because the sun's too bright, so I hope you can see. Boy, if I was 30 years younger, I'd take my shirt off right now. It's warm enough. But I wouldn't subject the public to that sight ever. Boy, them loons are acting kind of crazy right now. One of them will take off and kind of swim along the top of the water like it's using its wings also. And the other one dives under and comes back up, and then that one does the same thing behind it. Kind of interesting. I wonder if that's some kind of mating ritual or something. There's 1, 2, Well, I guess that's the same one, maybe. There may be more, I don't know. You know, I take that back. I don't think I got out here till after 5 yesterday, come to think of it. I take my hat off. I'm sweating. I'm fat. That happens. Ooh, this sun is warm. Yeah, look at this guy. He knows what he's doing. He's been here before. Fish on. He's a little one, but I caught him on the second tug. Boy, they got some sharp fins. That's a little bitty one there. They fight pretty nice, though. They're strong. When you grab a hold of them, they sure turn. Bad part is he dropped part of my night crawler right down here somewhere. I've seen it. Yeah, I'm looking for part of a night crawler. I got plenty, but it's just the principles of it. Whoa. No, I think I need to move my chair and stuff up a little closer so I ain't so far away from that pole when that happens. Which means I gotta move the camera over there somewhere. so as you will still be able to see something besides my fat butt all the time. We'll try it right here. I'll get a look and see what it looks like real quick. Let's see. Yeah, I can't really see nothing. Yeah, that ought to work. Oh, stay in them clouds there, son. I'm glad you're out, but a little too warm. There's 4 of them loons out there now. And that seagull just picked off a piece of shad, so we're in the right spot. I don't think I quite got casted out far enough, but we'll see. Yeah, see that seagull come down and hit there's shad working right out there. That explains so much. That explains so much, Lucy. Should put another night crawler on there, but we give this guy here one more chance. Believe it or not, that night crawler is still moving. That's amazing. He's been out in that water for 20 minutes or more. Sound like there's a fight going on over at the other fishing spot. I'll have to go truck and get my pistol and put it in my pocket, maybe. This is Muncie, the former meth capital of the state. Guys gonna float right on in here, ain't they? You kidding me? I cast one out in their boat. They're just about in my range. much closer, you'd be able to bait my hook for me. Can you see that? You can see that? It's amazing, isn't it? I wasn't sitting here fishing or anything, you know. Y'all was getting ready to see a side of me I don't ever show in public. I don't like rude people. No. I don't bother nobody, and I don't want people bothering me. We was getting ready to have a discussion right there. We made eye contact, and I think he seen that I was getting ready to say, hey, now come on, man. You got this whole fucking lake, and I got this little bit of bank right here. I'm sorry for the bad words. I apologize. I just get a little excited there, I reckon. I probably shouldn't. But yeah, rude people, man, I don't do rude. I literally just casted where his boat was. And people wonder why I hate living here. I need to catch fish so I won't be mad no more. Heck, the loons is even giving them a hard time. I'm trying my hardest to stay away from that candy I brought. I don't need the candy. I gotta keep telling myself, but man, you don't need that candy. But man, them Whopper robin eggs you get at Easter time, I got a whole big bag of them in there, and they're worse than any drug ever made. I like them. Kind of funny, I go from getting hit after hit to, screwed my whole fishing up, didn't they? Thank you. Bolted right in here over top of where I'm fishing and started your boat motor. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Am I wrong to be upset about that, guys? Tell me. I mean, if I am, say so, and then I take back all the bad stuff I said. But I still think that that's kind of rude to do when you got a whole lake and I got a little bit of bank here. I don't know. Maybe I see it wrong. But I don't think it was real nice to come floating up in there like that. Could be worse, I suppose. I shouldn't get excited about stuff like that, but man, that sure is agitating. I imagine Danny Stone, did he take off work already? Danny, send me a message if you're going live. I'll jump over there. Hey, Kane Sample, how you doing, buddy? It's going real good, man. Didn't catch anything for about 4 hours, and started catching fish, and then this guy floated his boat right over top of where I was fishing. So now I've not had a hit for a little bit, but I'll hang in there for a little bit longer. Heck, there for a minute, I thought he was going to float right on up to the bank and say hi to me. I know I'm horrible. I shouldn't get excited about stuff like that. But dagnabbit, I hate rude people. I really do. Let's put her over here in that other hole over there now. See, maybe they scared them over that way. Maybe 3 fish is too much to ask for one night crawler. I'll put a new one on. We'll put a new one on there since that one caught 3, I think, or 2.5 fish. So that night crawler more than paid for himself. You ever wonder why the dirt they put in those is so sticky to your fingers? I bet it's the worm slime, isn't it, now that I think about it. Let's see. Hey, Jody, do you know if Danny Stone went live yet. I think I'm going to end this and see if he ain't on the stream thing and I can jump in with him. So I think what we'll do, y'all, is we'll end this here live after 3 hours, 26 minutes, and 25 seconds. 26 seconds. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Caught a few fish, wasn't a skunk, and now I'm going to see if I can track Danny down. Because I would assume it being 5 o'clock here, that'd be 4 his time. He probably off work already. Thank you, guys. Had fun. Jody girl, spend your time of day watching clocks tick the hours away. Yep, we want to stop.